God's miraculous provision in the desert. A long time ago, the Israelites were traveling through the desert. They had left Egypt, where they were slaves, and were on their way to a new land that God had promised them. It was a long journey, and soon they ran out of food. The people were very hungry and started to complain to Moses and Aaron, their leaders.
Why did you bring us out of Egypt? We have no food to eat.
They grumbled. Moses prayed to God, and God promised to take care of them. The next morning, something amazing happened. When the Israelites woke up, they found thin flakes on the ground that looked like frost. They called it manna, which means, "What is it?" in Hebrew. God had sent this special bread from heaven for them to eat. God told the people to gather just enough manna for each day. They were not to save any for the next day, except before the Sabbath, their day of rest. Some people tried to save extra, but it spoiled and got worms in it. The manna tasted like wafers made with honey, and it kept them from being hungry. Even with the manna, the people still wanted more food. They remembered the meat they had in Egypt, and complained again. God heard their grumbling, and promised to send them meat. That evening, a large flock of quail flew into the camp, and the people were able to catch the birds and eat meat. But then, the Israelites faced another problem. They had no water to drink. They were very thirsty, and began to complain again. Moses prayed to God for help. God told Moses to take his staff and strike a rock at a place called Horeb. When Moses did this, water came out of the rock, and everyone had plenty to drink. Through all their troubles, God showed the Israelites that He was with them and would take care of them. He provided manna from heaven, quail for meat, and water from a rock to keep them alive in the desert. Through their journey in the desert, the Israelites learned an important lesson about trust and faith. Even when they were hungry and thirsty, God provided for them in miraculous ways. He sent manna from heaven, quail for meat, and water from a rock. These miracles showed the Israelites that God was always with them, taking care of their needs. The story reminds us that, no matter how difficult our situation might seem, we can trust that God will take care of us. We should have faith and be grateful for His blessings, knowing that He provides for us in His own special way.
Thank you. We will see in the next video. Until next time, may blessings guide your path.